as well. I feel like they definitely kind of put their name up there with some of the other top players, such as, you know, MK Leo and Meister, right up there with like Chag and Spargo. The three of them have honestly been making some big waves coming over to some of the big majors over here in United States. But before we don't have to get into that, we're going to get into our game one here, or is this a button check? It looks like it might be a button check. I'm not sure. Either way, Goblin versus Javi. Let's go.
Let's go. It was looking like a button check for sure because Javi's actually quite the patient player, as you saw him. Like, he was just willing to go for the dash dances over and over and starting just fine with the percent, but we already know that Goblin also is able to adapt to that. And, well, Roy's quite explosive character himself.
Oh, yeah, no, Roy's super explosive, especially the way that Goblin's going to be playing him, right? He's got no problem keeping active hitboxes out there, and will be looking to try to convert into some of the craziest kill setups possible, trying to eliminate these stocks from Javi as fast as he can.
Yeah, and Javi also has historical being like a sortie player, and he plays these bread and butter characters such as Wolf and Lucina as well. Because, like, oh my god, never mind about that. We can talk about it later as Goblin takes that first stock. All right, let's see here. How are you going to close this out, Javi? Is it even going to be possible? Look at that. Just Goblin putting on the pressure and the corner again. What's it going to be?
I don't know, but as we get into here right now... Ooh. Okay, a little bit of a scary moment, but okay, we're going to be able to get back to stage here. And yeah, the thing about Javi too, I mean, I know we got Goblin with a really strong lead here, but Javi, as long as it's a character that thrives off strong fundamentals, Javi's probably has it in the pocket. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Right now, we got Goblin off to a hot start, but honestly, one back air from a Lucina is just as good, especially off stage too. And against a character like Roy, who can struggle in recovery sometimes, Javi could very well take advantage of that, as we could see them go off stage. Brave play, just trying to get that extra way to even this up a bit.
Yeah, Javi cleaning it up quite a bit here with Goblin with those up Bs, like just that get off me option right off the bat showing his hand. Is Javi gonna get that edge guard that he has been trying to go for? No, but also the defense has been showing up a little too far perhaps down the line here. Oh, again, just misspacing that fair off stage. Javi willing to play neutral, and those up Bs also like getting kind of trigger happy, and if it doesn't connect, it does leave Lucina very exposed.
No, for sure. But I mean, I do understand going for him, though. I mean, that Dolphin Slash is such a fast move, especially out of shield. And if Goblin's not careful, landing a little too close, he could potentially lose a stock, but definitely get put into a really awful position. But we got the back throw right there. Javi just barely missing out that forward air, but will still find a way to convert on that second stock with the Nair itself right off that ledge. But great stuff. Right now, we got Goblin back on the offensive, though. One backer won't be enough to do it. 98%. Javi's got to be very careful. Oh, I think he definitely messed that up. He wanted the backer, but got the Nair instead.
Yeah, I wonder what that was. And only maybe a style, but here, nearly closing it out. But the second one just does it. Goblin is excellent at trying to cover those landings with the upper as well, which I think for the longest time was a very underused tool for Roy's. But nowadays, you just see them like pop it off like more often, just because of how normally you would perceive Roy as this like horizontal killing character, but he also has the power to send you off the top, as we just saw.
Oh no, for sure, yeah, especially like at lower percentages too, right? When you get that falling up air, like especially in that strong hitbox, it can lead to so much extra additional damage for Roy players to really capitalize on. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see that come out at some point for Goblin going into game 2 here, but I also highly expect Javi to make some great adaptations to kind of really put Goblin into their place a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if he can do so here. Town and City, a lot more room to work with, and those blast zones as well are very narrow, so I don't know if Javi is just shooting himself in the foot with that because of just how we were talking about, like Roy has that side B double-edged dance, and of course the forward smash to close it out, but returning to those upper combos as well is Goblin, and very clean so far from him.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a wet noodle there, right, though. Wasn't able to take the stock on the forward smash, but we'll find a way to clean it up regardless, man. That's just a tried-and-true GR combo. Gonna be able to get that closed out, but Javi back on the offensive, trying to find a way to even this up. This could be bad news, but Goblin finds a way back to the ledge, but not for very long.
Oh, that could have been a force message. Trying to punish and Goblin masterfully making it back. Just that side B was enough to take Javi off of his back and allow him to come back into the stage. Now it's his turn, but misses that downer. Normally the execution a lot cleaner from Goblin. Javi has a second opportunity, but is that hit was going to be it? The coverage with the counter, perfect stuff right there, even though it seemed like he was slipping away from Javi's hands, though the percent is still at Goblin's favor.
Oh, no, you're absolutely correct, Roy. And, I mean, we'll see how Javi, I think Javi's starting to get a little bit of that rhythm going there. We saw that that entire offstage interaction kind of put Goblin into the washer just over and over again, trying to make them just waste their resources as much as possible. And it ended up working, but the problem is here is that Goblin still has a very strong lead, and this dude pushes the ledge so well. Look at that. Throwing out that jab, just trying to bait Javi and just potentially rolling. And look, again, just jabbing a few times to get the grab and put him off stage. That's actually really well played. Some great conditioning from Goblin so far, but Javi, oh my God, trying to go way up there.
Yeah, he was looking for something, but Goblin very comfortably so, just jumping and getting back into the ground. Oh, that could have been it for Javi. Like, I feel like he's been so close in this Edgeguard situation, but Goblin manages to make it back almost every time. And of course, he's also going to close it out. That has been Javi's nightmare, getting like caught by the ledge, and that's what he's been suffering to here.
I mean, that just goes to show the quality of gameplay that Goblin's going to be introducing here. As long as you're at the ledge, he's probably going to find a way to put pressure on you. Look at that, Javi rolling right into that grab, just going to take an additional 38% here. Goblin continues to exert their will, just really forcing Javi into these really difficult scenarios.
Yeah, I'm pushing into the platform as well. Let's not forget that this is Hazard's on, so those platform layouts are a bit funky sometimes, and they do tend to push out into ledge, and Javi is going to lose the stock to stock for Goblin. Looking extremely comfortable here, and also like even playing, like wrapping up from that last game, which he was already like very decisively on the lead, and now even more so. So Javi is definitely going to have to either make a switch in gameplay or just straight up go for a character switch, which he will sometimes tends to do.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were going to see Ken for a second. I was a little confused. I'm like, I don't feel like that's in Javi's wheelhouse. But it looks like we might see a little bit of a switch here. Hovering over a few characters, we are going to see the Wolf come out. I think this is still a good play. Listen, if you've got a character that struggles against someone else, if you got a pocket Wolf, it could probably work out for you. That's all I'm saying. We're going to see if Javi can get this going here. Wolf is definitely a momentum shift character for a lot of players. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, Javi ever the fundamentalist with his characters, like just Wolf, the Lucina. Let's see if this is enough to go toe-to-toe with Goblin here, because those last two games, they started sort of evenish, but then they started to get rougher. So here, Javi making a much better job, and he also has the projectile to try and keep Goblin out, but like normally, like, Roy is very good at closing out that distance just because of how fast this character is. And here, again, at the ledge, this has been the story of the set, and Goblin taking advantage of it every time.
Yeah, no, I think the big thing here is that Wolf kind of allows Javi to have that extra movement speed, because Lucina, as great as she is, oh, that was a scary spot to be in. And I know he's only at 28%, and he probably shouldn't die, but I said probably for a reason. It's because Roy is very capable of taking stocks at some of the most ridiculous percentages. And hey, you know what? We got a balloon on the board there for Goblin. But yeah, as I was saying, Wolf has got that additional movement speed, because Lucina, as strong as she is a bit floaty sometimes. And I felt like Javi was definitely getting caught in some weird scenarios because of how floaty she is. Wolf here off to a decent start right now, but I mean, Goblin's still got a strong lead.
Yeah, Goblin consistently catching Javi's jump-ins, and of course, if you're playing Wolf, you're normally gonna want to be in the air, trying to pressure that great air mobility that this character has in the mix-ups. Oh, Javi tried to go for extended combo there, but no dice just yet. Again, though, this juggle looking promising, but Goblin just going for the ledge resetting situation, and this could be Javi's last stock in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, I think you might be right here. Goblin just really made a quick adaptation to that Wolf and just kind of kept the pressure up real quick. Look at that, lapping the percentage already, at least just by 1% so far. But yeah, it just takes a couple extra hits, and Goblin could be putting this at the bed.
Okay, the counter, the extreme confidence. This is what we normally see from Goblin, right? Just as the set goes on, he keeps bringing in those plays that lets their opponent know that Well, he has adapted to that. Javi, again, this scenario, how many times have we seen it already and not managing yet to fight back? So 95%, like we were saying earlier, possibly Javi gotta lose that, but at least one more backer. And while there's life, there's chance, but let's see if Goblin can say otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be... Oh, this is a big opening, though. 33% just to get started. Okay, looks for the 2-frame on the forward tilt. Not gonna get it. Oh, Goblin definitely wanted to turn that around, but just didn't wait long enough in that window and actually threw out that last hit. Oh, my God, he could have had a huge play.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What a parry there from Goblin as well. And once more, that forward tilt nearly closing out Javi's life, and that is gonna be it. What a way to catch that up B with the downer all the way from below and into the backer. Just very, very clean. Goblin looking solid to make a case to win this tournament.
Yeah, Goblin's definitely playing really, really solid right now. Javi is a very good win to have, man. We talked about it a few times.
Yeah.
Like, fundamentally, one of the best players in the world, and that can't even be argued. I won't listen to anybody say otherwise. But yeah, Goblin just coming out there doing his thing, man. He's been playing Roy for such a long time. Was making big waves before we went into that pandemic too, right? Or the